Advocates call for an extension on the federal eviction ban on July 31st. The moratorium and eviction ban is going to expire. Those at risk are calling on President Joe Biden to act, but so far this administration has only rolled out a new measure allowing homeowners to refinance their mortgages and cut monthly payments. The end of the emergency measures means nearly 6 million renters are at risk. In addition, a federal appeals court ruled that the CDC stepped outside of its authority by enacting the eviction moratorium to begin with, calling the measure unlawful. As of now, it is not likely the moratorium is going to be extended. Antoine Thompson is the former executive director of the National Association of Real Estate Brokers. He joins us. So, Antoine, what's going to happen? Because, I mean, 6 million people, you start throwing folks out, we're still in this crisis. It's going to be a problem.
Yeah, you got two. First, thank you for having me on. Yes, the way this program has been rolled out has been a major challenge for people. So remember, not only do you have 6 million people who are on the verge of eviction, but you also have a lot of landlords who, this was imposed on them as well. I was at dinner last night in D.C. with 4 black men who own property, and some of them have multiple tenants that have not paid rent in 15 months. The rollout of this aid to states has been horrible. And so you have tenants that don't know what they're going to do, and then you have these states that have only rolled out about $3 billion of the $46 billion. So we've got to have more outreach to tenants. We've got to have more outreach to small mom and pop landlords, because what's going to happen is you're going to have tenants on the street, and you're going to have massive foreclosures by black property owners in our community.
So what you're saying is we're going to be in total disarray because there's no consistency when it comes to policy.
There's no consistency at the state level. The outreach has been horrible. We need to be more aggressive as a country to help these small black property owners that may own 3 or 4 houses, may own a 20-unit apartment building. Half the people have been paid. A lot of tenants as well have been afraid because they haven't paid rent. Some people may have had the money, some people may not have had the money, so they're afraid to talk to the landlord, and so it is going to be a disaster between people not paying the rent, between the property owners who now have to try to figure out, as one landlord told me last night, the mortgage still's got to get paid, the property tax still got to get paid. If they have a part-time person, doing the painting and landscaping for them, that person still has to get paid. So we're going to have a dual effect for Black America, because most of our folks that own property don't have a lot of money. We have a lot of first-generation property owners, and so the court, I think they went a little too far with this. Yes, people did need relief. I know I was one of the ones trying to get people relief, but we also said that the feds, in terms of marketing and outreach for rental relief and for mortgage relief, it has been atrocious, and it's unacceptable. And Black people are going to suffer the most on the rental side, and also on the ownership side. You're going to see a lot of craziness going unless something is done pretty quickly.
So what should be done? What can people do to prepare for this?
So they need to, great question. Number one, they need to be firing up their state legislators, because the feds did their job of allocating $46 billion. Only $3 billion has hit the street. You need to call your state senator, your state assembly member or state representative, and you need to call your governor's office and say, get that doggone money on the street. And then they also need to reach out to the members of Congress to put more pressure on their state legislators to get this money out there. It's unacceptable that you have over $40 billion that's just sitting in the Treasury, and it's not on the streets helping people who desperately need it. Because just extending it and not getting people the money, it's unacceptable.
Absolutely. All right. Well, we certainly will see what happens next with this. It is not a good thing for those who are going to be adversely impacted. We appreciate it, Antoine. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Folks, back to our Roland Martin unfiltered video in just one moment.
Racial injustice is a scourge on this nation, and the Black community has felt it for generations. We have an obligation to do something about it. Whether it's canceling student debt, increasing the minimum wage, or investing in Black-owned businesses, the Black community deserves so much better. I'm Nina Turner, and I'm running for Congress to do something about it.